The results that I have in my life today are a direct result of the badass moves that I was willing to make when I was not 100% ready, when I didn't feel 100% confident, when I didn't feel 100% like this was a full body heck yes. But when there was doubt, when there was fear, when there was a lot of thoughts floating in my mind, and I want to walk you through how my life has completely transformed as a direct result of the moves that I chose to make. So in 2018, I felt called to take control of my eating and heal my relationship with food. And a part of me was fully ready. A part of me was like, I am so ready to stop my binge eating. I'm ready to take my control back. I spent 10 years of my life restricting and binging and thinking about food 24/7, feeling controlled by my urges. And a part of me was like, I'm I'm not available for this anymore. Like a part of me was like, I am 100% ready to change my life and to completely heal my relationship with food. And I kind of felt torn because, yes, I was ready. I was ready to do this. I knew that I was meant for a better life. I knew that I was meant to live a life where food wasn't on my mind 24/7. I felt in control. I could eat like a normal person. Like I was ready for that. But there was also a part of me that did not want to let go of binge eating because it felt safe and it felt comfortable and it was familiar. You know, it's like I was engaging in this habit for about 10 years of my life, so it felt like there was some level of safety, some level of comfort. And for those of you guys who have experienced binge eating, it's you hate it. You absolutely hate it. And there's also a part of me that's like, I like it. It's safe. It's comfortable. It's familiar. It's like it's just it's been part of your life for so long. And it's like your enemy, your best friend, your secret lover. It's like all the things at once. It's a love-hate relationship. And so a part of my brain was like, Lorna, you're ready. You're ready to do this. You're meant for more. You're meant for a better life for yourself, for your family. Binge eating is not who you are. You're ready to let this go. You are ready to let this go. And then there was also a part of me that did not know if I fully wanted to let it go because, like I said, it was the thing that brought me joy. It was the thing that gave me comfort, especially, at the end of the day. When it's been a long day, it's like, well, it doesn't matter what I'm going through. It's like food will always be there. And there is that safety blanket. It's like, well, food will always be there. Food will always comfort me. Food will always soothe me. And so I had a choice. I had a choice. And in that moment, I could stay where I was. So this was a time in my life where I had a great relationship, I had an amazing family, I had an amazing job. Like my life, honestly, I had a good life. I had a good life. I was very blessed. I was very happy. I was still healthy. Like my life was good. And I could choose to stay there while also battling constant food thoughts, while thinking about food all day, while having these strong urges, while eating past fullness, while having anxiety when going out to the restaurant, showing up as the personal trainer, because at the time I was a personal trainer, and showing up as a personal trainer, like feeling like a fraud. Like, here I am helping you with your workouts and your nutrition, but behind the scenes, I feel out of control with food. So I had a decision to make. I could keep doing what I've always done. Great relationship, amazing family, great friends in my life, good career, while also battling the food thoughts, the body image thoughts. Or I could say, this isn't who I am. I'm meant for more. This is a good life, but I don't want a good life. I'm ready to live an extraordinary life, a life that I'm actually proud of. I could make a badass move stretch myself, and forever change my life. So, of course, I decided to go that route. And I said, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to heal my relationship with food. So I got the support that I needed to heal my relationship with food. I had a decision. I did not let the fear hold me back. I did not let, I'm not 100% ready, stop me. I didn't love this love-hate relationship with food and binging hold me back. I was like, of course, a freaking course I'm going to do this because I am meant for more. This is a good life, but I did not come here to live a good life. I did not come here to have a great relationship, a great career, an amazing family, and then this one part of my life I was still struggling with. Like, that's not who I am. And it's not who my clients are either. My clients are badasses. They're the most incredible parents. They're the most amazing mom, the most amazing wife. They're successful. They have good friendships in their life, great relationships in their life. But it's like this one area of their life they want to work on. And so I said to myself, you have to do this. Like I didn't have to do it. It's like I desired it. I was like, I'm meant for more. So in 2019, so that was a big move that I made for myself. And in 2019, as I was healing my relationship with food and I was practicing not giving into my urges and I was releasing my food rules, I was letting go of judgment, I had fewer binges. I had less food thoughts and I was feeling better overall with my relationship with food. There were so many moments where I would go to a restaurant and be able to just like take leftovers home. And I'm like, what is happening? I was like, what? Did I just do that? There were moments where I was home alone. And usually that would be a time for me to just go into the pantry and just eat as much as I want. And I wasn't having those same thoughts. So I was starting to feel really good. But I didn't feel completely free. So yes, I was having less binges, but I was still overeating. I didn't feel out of control with food, but there were still times where I was mindlessly snacking. I knew that I wasn't hungry, but I was still snacking. And that still did not feel right for me. I felt better about my body image. I wasn't weighing myself, but I still didn't feel completely confident in myself. I was still mirror checking a lot. I was still obsessing over the way that my body looked. And I was still worried about what other people thought about me. So I said, again, I have a decision. You've been healing your relationship with food. You aren't where you were a few years ago. Lorna, you're not out of control binging. Sure, you're overeating, but you're not out of control. You could just stay here. And I said to myself, no, I don't want less binges. I want them gone. I don't want to still be overeating. I want to eat like a normal person. I don't want to have some days where I feel good in my own skin and some days I'm tearing myself apart. I want to love myself. I want to look at myself and be like, you are freaking incredible. I want to say with confidence, I am completely free from an unhealthy relationship with food. I feel so good with my relationship with food and my body. I wanted to wake up and be like, I feel so at peace with food. So I made another badass move. Things were going well, and I said, I'm ready for the next level. So I continued working with this coach at this time because I did not come this far to only come this far. You feel me? I'm like, I didn't just start healing my relationship with food to have some good days with food or still be overeating and mindlessly snacking. It's like I started this so that I could confidently say, I feel so at peace with food. And that badass move resulted in me fully conquering binge eating, and it's exactly why I have maintained a binge-free life where I feel completely in control with food, and it's been 5 years. That one move that I made in 2019 is the reason why I feel so at peace with food today. That one badass move that I made in 2019 was the reason that I feel in completely control with food today. But do you see how it was not about waiting until I felt ready? It wasn't about, oh, like there's doubt and fear, so don't do it. It's, I'm going to take the leap because I felt this calling. I felt this feeling in my body that I was meant for more. I felt like, Lorna, you're meant for a better life for yourself. So I kept listening to that. And it wasn't like you just made one move and that's it. Your life is going to forever change. I've made a move and I got to a certain level where I was having less binges and I was feeling less impulsive with food. And I could have stayed there. But I said to myself, I did not come this far to only come this far. I want to be completely free. So then I made another badass move and I continued working with this coach. So I've made these different badass moves with my relationship with food, and these are the badass moves that will take you to the life that you want to live. And this goes way beyond food. It's just living a life that you're so proud of. Like, my clients feel like the strongest badasses for putting in the work to conquering. Their lives are transforming. They're speaking up at work, they're at meetings, they're asking for support. When they're stretched thin or they're stressed, they're like, hey, like, I actually do need support. They're setting boundaries at work. They're setting boundaries with their family. They're communicating better with their husbands. They're feeling more calm and relaxed throughout the day. They're getting job promotions. They're having a better relationship with their kids because they're not so snappy and irritable. Why? Because they've made a badass move to change their relationship with food. And as a result of that, they're reaping the benefits. Now, in 2024, so in December, my mentor invited me to her retreat. And like I said, my life is good. Business is great. My relationships are great. Like, I feel good. Life is good. But again, I felt this pull for more. I felt this pull for more. And I know my potential. You know that feeling in your heart where you've come so far and life is good and you're like celebrating yourself. You're like, oh, I'm so proud of myself because the life that I'm living right now is drastically different than the life that I was living a year ago or maybe a few months ago. But you feel in your heart, in your soul, in your body, you're like, but there's more. Like, you just know that you're this woman who is powerful. You want to live up to your full potential. So I had that feeling and I had this decision to make. Again, I'll never forget, I was sitting at this, Andrew and I, my husband and I were going for a walk, and it was by this beautiful walk pathway, except there was all these geese. I'm like afraid of geese. I'm like, don't come near me. Anyways, we were sitting down, we were looking over the water, and we were just like soaking in gratitude for the life that we're living because of all the badass moves that we've made up until this point, where my life has changed, my husband's life has changed, our relationship has changed. Like, so much has changed because of the moves that I made back in 2019. And so I had this decision. I said, do I stay where I am? Life is good. I'm working with this coach. Do I just continue living the life that I'm living because my life is good? Or do I take things to the next level? And I'm like, Lorna, you take things to the next level. You don't just settle. You don't just settle for good. You want extraordinary. And so this was a big step. Like, going to this retreat, it was a big move. There was fear, there was doubt. Do I really need to go? And the truth was, I didn't really need to go, but I wanted to go because it's who I am. I'm not going to sit on the sidelines. I want to get into the room. I want to expand my mindset. I want to show myself what's possible. I want to continue growing and continue evolving and continue stepping into this badass version of myself. So my husband and I had a conversation, and it's like, you could choose to just stay where you are and live the life that you're living, and this is good. Or You can say yes to every single opportunity that you want to. You can say yes to this opportunity that's going to expand you, that's going to help you transform into an even greater version of yourself. And I said, yes, that is who I am. I make decisions for my higher self of the woman that I know that I'm meant to be. And so I made another leap. I made another badass move. Again, it's not you make one badass move and your life changes. It's leap after leap after leap after leap, badass move after badass move after badass move. So I invested $10,000 USD, not including flights, for a weekend retreat in Costa Rica. A weekend retreat in Costa Rica is $10,000 USD. I'm in Canada. I don't know. I think it was $14,000, not including flights. Plus the flights, I think it was probably around 20K, whatever. It doesn't matter. This was a big stretch. This was a big stretch. And I could have not gone. That was an option. That's always an option for you. You could always say no to certain things. But I felt in my heart, in my soul, that I was meant for more. And I was meant to be in the room because the people who get in rooms are people who really value themselves. They also want to live an extraordinary life. They're also doing big things. They want to be the best mom, sister, friend, partner. And I was like, I want to be in the room. I want to be in the room. So that weekend transformed my life. That weekend went way beyond the 2 days that we were there, the 2 full days that we were there. That weekend filled my heart with connection, intimate conversations. I left a transformed woman, but not just because of the experiences, but because I chose to show up very powerfully for myself. I flew from Canada to Costa Rica. I made that investment and I chose to be in the room. You see yourself so differently when you make these badass moves. You want to feel unstoppable? Make this badass move where you're like, did I just do that? Of course I did. Because that's just who you are. That decision that I made to go to my mentor's retreat, it completely shifted my identity. I returned home this transformed woman where I'm like, anything is possible. I just did that. Holy moly, I just did that. Anything is possible. I can overcome anything. I can do anything. My potential, I just scratched the surface of my potential. I felt this energy, this fire within me of I'm just getting started. And so this is really why I created the Unstoppable Badass event. Because this event is for the woman who knows that you're destined for more. You love growth, you love personal development, you love pushing yourself to become the greatest version of yourself. You're somebody who does not settle. You achieve one milestone, you celebrate yourself I'm so proud of myself. You celebrate yourself, you go after what it is that you want, but then you're on to the next big step, not because you have to, but because you actually love the journey. You want to see what you're capable of. You know your potential. You know that you have come so far, but you're not going to just stay here. You're like, what's the next step? And I'm here to help you fully step into the woman that you know that you are meant to be. And this is going to be such a special event where you're surrounded by incredible badasses who get you, who don't play small. We live life to the fullest. You don't want to just have confidence in your own skin, a good relationship with food. You want to live a life that feels like magic every single day, where you wake up and you are genuinely so full of joy. You're like, I love my life. I feel amazing in my own skin. I feel so good with food. I have the best relationships in my life, but I'm happy and I'm full of joy and I'm so proud of the life that I'm living. We live life to the fullest. We experience joy because we go for it, even when it doesn't make logical sense. We find a way, we make it work, and that is how you become truly unstoppable. So this is the event. This is a special, special, special woman's event where you are going to become her. where you're going to wake up every single day proud of yourself. We're going to wake up every single day loving your life, loving who you are, loving your body, loving your life, because food is no longer a struggle anymore. You feel amazing in your own skin. You have these incredible relationships. You can speak up for yourself. You feel unstoppable. Like nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. The life that you want is on the other side of saying yes to yourself. I've not just made one badass move, but I've made badass move after badass move after badass move. And that is why I'm living the life that I live today. You're one decision away. So this event is going to transform your life. March 29th, March 30th in Orlando, Florida. We are essentially 1 month away, and I'm so excited because I know the power of getting in the room. I can even feel it in my whole entire body right now for the woman that will be there, and for you getting your ticket and being in the room with us and just feeling the energy, connecting with other women who are so powerful, who are going after their big dreams and big goals, and who doesn't let anything hold them back. Like, this is who you are, and this is why I created this event, because you're meant to be in this room. So if you have not yet gotten your ticket, be sure to message me Unstoppable, and I will send you the details of this incredible, life-changing, transformative, unstoppable, badass event. I am so excited. Like, my life is transformed by just continuing to say yes to myself, to getting in the room, to believing in myself, to not holding myself back. It's like just continuing to show myself that I could literally live this life that I'm so proud of. I could become her, but I can't just sit on the sidelines. It's like, if I want to become her, I need to make actions. I need to take actions in alignment with her, the greatest version of myself, the woman who loves herself, who believes in herself. If you truly loved yourself, you fully believed in yourself, you lived a life where it's like, oh, life is so amazing, you love your life, how would you show up? How would you show up? So I cannot wait to have you in this room. It's going to be so magnetic. This is going to be such a transformative weekend. You are going to fly home a completely evolved version of yourself, because you chose to do this for yourself. You chose to make a big badass move. And you chose to do this for yourself, for your family, and your future self. And it's going to be incredible. So I cannot wait to see you in the room. Be sure to message me Unstoppable. I will send you all the details, and I cannot wait to see you in the room. All right, badasses. I love you. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll see you guys soon.